Hi, this is Charlie, and I'm the guy who makes Indie Band Manager, and I want to show you how to transfer your files between your Mac and your iPhone. I want to show you how to transfer your files between your Mac and your iPhone. And what I did is I've got a little folder here for my BandMgr 13. Calling it BandMgr 13 because it's based on FileMaker Pro 13 and the new FileMaker Pro or FileMaker Go 13 app. Okay, and the three files that make up BandMgr are these three files named BandMgr.fmp12, BandMgrData.fmp12, and bookingcalendar.fmp12. Okay, now booking calendar and BandMgr.fmp12 are just interface files. Okay, they don't actually hold any data that you change. So if you enter in new contacts or new bookings or new expenses or new songs or anything like that, it all gets stored in this file called BandMgrData.fmp12, and that's the file that you're going to have to switch. You're going to have to transfer it back and forth between your iPhone and your computer pretty often. So I want to show you how to do that right now, and I've moved the files up onto the desktop here so it's pretty easy to see where they are. But how we actually transfer them is we plug in our iPhone using the cable, the USB cable, directly into the iPhone, and then we connect to that iPhone through iTunes. Okay, so we'll open up iTunes, and iTunes traditionally just opens up into your songs area, right, where you store all your songs, because that's kind of the default. And you see where it's got movies and TV shows and all this stuff. And then down below you get to this place called Devices. Over here on the left, I'm not sure if you're following my little bouncing ball here, but over on the left you got this thing for Devices. And when you click on the actual device, the device will show you a bunch of information about that device. Now this is my iPhone. It's my iPhone. I have a 4S. See, iPhone 4S. And I use iOS 7.04 right now. And it shows me how much room I have and stuff like this. Now up on the top here you've got a bunch of tabs for the information that's stored on your iPhone. One of those tabs is the Apps tab. Okay, so when you click on that Apps tab, it's going to show you all the apps that are installed on your iPhone. And those are all installed locally on your iPhone. Okay, so you see a big long list. And then you'll start scrolling down. Scroll down past this apps list and you'll see this section for file sharing. Okay, in this file sharing section, these are apps listed below that can transfer documents between your iPhone and this computer. Okay, so I'm running this on my MacBook Pro. Okay, so you click on the app, FileMaker Go, the one that you're using for your version of BandMgr. Okay, so I've got three versions on here because I've got FileMaker Go 11, FileMaker Go 12, and FileMaker Go 13 installed on my iPhone, but you'll probably be using FileMaker Go 13. Okay, and when you click on it, it will show you the files over here on the right that are installed on your iPhone. Okay, so they're installed locally on your iPhone. You're not accessing the data through the cloud. They're actually transferred onto your device, and if you flush your device down the toilet, your files will be gone too. Okay, makes sense? They're not in the cloud. They're on the device. They're physically on the device. So now you can either transfer these files off of the device or transfer new files onto the device from here. Okay? And again, here's the files. We got that BandMgr file, BandMgr.fmp12, and bookingcalendar.fmp12 are the interface files. And then BandMgr.fmp12 is the one with all your data in it. Again, your contact information, phone numbers, email addresses. It's got all your booking information for when you've got gigs and any other information you might have entered. Your expenses from gigs, your income from gigs, song lists, all that kind of stuff. Okay, inventory, it's all on this one data file. Okay, so now if I want to save this from my iPhone to my computer, I can click Save To down here in the lower right, and it will open up a Save As dialog box, and you can select a folder on your computer where you can save the file onto your computer. Okay, so like say for example I just want to save it onto my desktop. Okay, so here I've just got an open desktop, so I can say Save To, and it'll save that file. You see it's copying up here on the right, saves it right down to the desktop. So if I switch out to the desktop now and I hide everything else, see if I can do this, you'll be able to see these 3 files now that are out on the desktop. There's that BandMgr 13 folder that I put out there before. There's the desktop, and now here's this new file called BandMgr Data.fmp12. Okay. Now if I want to save a file to this my iPhone from my computer, I click Add down here in the bottom. So I click Add, and then I can select a file from my computer. Now here's the one that I just selected, but let's imagine that I did a whole bunch of data entry on my computer, and I want to have all the most recent data that I entered on my computer. I want to transfer that data back onto my iPhone. Okay, so then I would click Add, and it would add that file onto my iPhone. Okay, now when it does that, it says an older item named BandMgr Data already exists in this location. Do you want to replace it with the one you are moving? So you get what it's saying? It's just saying you're going to replace the data. So what we just said here is that we did a bunch of data entry on our computer, and we want to update all that data from our computer onto our iPhone. So this is going to replace it. Okay, so then that copies the files onto my iPhone. Okay, so now when I open it on my iPhone, it's going to open the newest data that I entered on my computer. If I go out on the road now and I enter a whole bunch of data on my iPhone, when I come back on the road and I plug my iPhone back into my computer, I'm going to transfer that data from my iPhone. I'm going to save that data from my iPhone back into my computer. So now let's say I'm going to save it, right into this BandMgr 13 folder. I say, okay, I want to replace the data that I entered on my computer before, because I entered a bunch of new information on my iPhone, so I want that iPhone data to go onto my computer now. So it says an item named BandMgr Data.fmp12 already exists in this location. Do you want to replace it with the one you are moving? You're like, yeah, I entered a whole bunch of new data on my phone, so I want to make sure that my computer has all that new data. Yeah, I do want to replace it. So you click Replace, and it saves that data from your iPhone onto your computer. Cool? So that's how it works. Just a quick review. You'll plug in your phone, of course. You'll open up your device. When you open up iTunes, you go to your device. You click on your device. It'll bring up the device and show you all of the stuff that's on your device. You probably go into the Summary tab first. Then you click on Apps. The Apps tab will come up with all the apps information. It'll show you all the apps. You scroll down to the File Sharing section. You click on the FileMaker Go app for FileMaker Go 13. It will show you the files that are locally installed on your iPhone, and then you can either save those files to your computer, or you can replace those files with files from your computer. Cool? Hope this helps. Keep me posted if you need any more information. Just contact me anytime. Thanks so much. Bye.